This is your girl Bella Blair, Turkle, and you're tuned in to Carib Voxx. While comedy was a fun journey and it was kind of a new talent I discovered about myself, you know, it was a buck-ups. I was in university playing around with my computer, learning editing because of my program at the time, which was media and communication. And I was learning how to edit because I was in a TV program. And I just wanted something to edit, and I edited it and put it up, and people started gravitating towards me and labeling me as a comedian, you know. I embraced it, and then I started to build a brand for myself because I saw the opportunity where, you know, I got a lot of followers and things, and I built this fan base off of the comedy YouTube journey. But while that was fun and it was effective and it did what it needed to do, you know, I was kind of depressed. I was really sad. It's kind of like, and the creatives will know what I mean when I say them go to a 9 to 5 and they really don't belong in an office space. You know, you just want to break out of that box. And while comedy, yes, is a part of the performing arts and it's being creative, that's not what I wanted to do, you know. I've always wanted to be a singer, always wanted to do music, always just wanted to create songs, you know, for, you know, the Billboard charts, always wanted to get a Grammy, you know. Those were my dreams and aspirations, and I was like, you know what, I really need to follow these dreams. I really need to just get going. And so I decided to step out, kick out with my foot and them stuff. But yeah, I decided to just launch out, do what I needed to do, stop being depressed, stop being sad, do something about it. And I'm happy doing what I do today, which is music. To put it in simple terms, it's basically the vibe, the energy that you give off. You know, each person have their own vibe, their own energy. And you ever hear when people say, yo, my spirit not take that girly? It's kind of like you're reading and feeding off her aura. You know what I mean? And I feel like with this EP, it's not just one set of songs, it's not just one genre, it's just a fusion of songs that I feel represent the kind of vibe, the kind of creation process that I go through. Because each song have their own different vibe, but you know that is a Bella Blair song, you know that, you know, a Bella this. But it's kind of different, they each kind of have their own difference, and that represents a side to me. So that was the reason behind naming the EP Aura, you know. It's just my energy, my vibe, feed into it. Initially it had 5 songs on the EP, and then I added a song later on. For the 5 songs I worked with a producer called Kevaughn, Webster. You know, we sat down together and we vibed the songs. We have a pretty cool connection. And then when I was in Boston on vacation, I met up with this artist called Alexander, and we created a track and decided to add it to the EP afterwards. He co-produced on that as well, you know. It was a full collaboration, and you know, the energy and the vibe just work out and we got a bop, so why not put it on the EP, right? I like to compare myself a lot to a turtle. And people were like, oh, a turtle? What is a turtle? But, you know, the story behind it, when you look at the race, the storybook, where they said the race, the rabbit and the turtle, right? And who win the race? The turtle. Why? The rabbit felt like he was so fast and so much faster than the turtle that he had time to pause and stop and just do what he feel like. While the turtle, you know, persisted, take him on time in him own lane and get to where he needed to get. So that is why I call my squad the Turtle Gang, because I'm a turtle. Also, I'm about broad and tough. I'm not thin-skinned at all, but I really have a soft and sensitive being on the inside. It's like you go into the workplace and you're basically kind of trying to prove yourself among people in your workspace. My workplace is huge. huge because there are no walls defining it. There are a lot of female artists. I mean, I try not to compare myself, you know, because I do feel like I'm in my own lane. I don't really feel like I have a certain style similar to anybody. I really do feel that I'm unique. I don't just have like pink hair or something. I'm really unique, you know. When you look at when you listen to my videos, it's really unique. I don't just say, oh, you know, what's unique about you, my sound, and then you go on my video and it's just like, oh, your style is a little bit different. No, my songs are really, truly different. It makes you want to listen. It makes you think, huh, refreshing. You know, it's not like the everyday things. I don't really feel like there's competition. I try to support female artists that I truly like. Jada Kingdom. I like Sevana. I like Lila Ike. I like Rebel, Tosh Alexander, adore thing. You know, I really feel inspired by those young women in the space because it encourages me to push on, because I see them I do it, you know. It's really not a competition for me. There are instances where I see female artists out and them I show me advice myself, go there, what do your girl? But you know, people will be people. That's what I've been learning. People will always be people, so I try not to have too high of an expectation of anybody. But I'm not in a competition, you know what I mean? I'm a circle in my own lane. The market is really saturated right now, especially with, you know, the easy access of, you know, you can write a song and just upload it digitally, you know, and then, you know, next thing you know, it's been sold on all these different platforms. It's truly saturated because of that. It's not, you know, not a label control anything anymore. And so I try to not be typical, to try to stand out. How I do that? My sound is unique. I can sing, yes, and I have a Beyonce tone to me at times, but my artist tone is totally different. So like, let me see. Mary had a little lamb. My artist tone would be like, Mary had a little lamb. So I try to switch it up, you know, even though I can sing. Nowadays, it's not just the talent for sing. You have people without talent who are making it big because they have a sound or a vibe. You know what I mean? So the talented people is almost like you have to push out something that's different, that's refreshing, that sounds different to people's ears for them to tune in. I think my voice have that, and I'm not a dancehall artist, I'm not a reggae artist, I'm not a rocksteady artist, I'm a fusion artist, because all the genres I'm inspired by, you can see that reflected in my music, you know, and then come together and mesh together and make this nice little world that I called Bella's World. And all the Turtle Gang members just love it up, and they're just like, oh girl, you're good from morning and you're gonna stay so forever, big up cartel. Look here, no? Look here. Look here. Bella Blair is now a recording artist, musician, and anything I put my mind to, it just take off and do wonders, because I'm so blessed with all these talents. I'm so fortunate to be able to can decide, say, I'm gonna stop do something and just want to do something, and I'm really good at it, and people tune into it the same way, you know. In the future, it's more music, it's just more music, and me honing my craft and becoming the artist that I'm truly meant to be, because, you know, it's not my plan, it's God's plan. Drake, get it.